So let's start. Today's topic is mathematical induction. Mathematical induction. Do you have any idea what is mathematical induction? Do you have any idea what is mathematical induction? Guys, any idea what is mathematical induction?
No, sir.
Hmm?
No, sir.
No, sir. No idea about mathematical induction. Okay, so mathematical induction is a proof technique. Mathematical induction is a proof technique. Now, what is proof technique? Anybody? What is proof technique? Guys, let's take this. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 plus n is equal to what? 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n. What is this one? Anybody know the answer? Come on.
No.
Nobody knows the answer. How about this? N into n plus 1 divided by 2. Am I right? So this is the formula. So if I just say 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 n equal to this one, then many people don't believe me. Especially the mathematician won't believe me. They will say prove it. So for proving this kind of things, this kind of formulas, we have some techniques. We are going to use some sort of general techniques. And mathematical induction is one of the general techniques. Is it clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Before validate the mathematical induction, we need to know another theorem. That is called the Weyl ordering principle. There is a principle. That means we can consider this one as true. We can consider this one as a true. Okay? We don't need to prove this one. Now, what is Weyl ordering principle? Let's take these three sets. Q plus, G plus, and R plus. What is the difference between these three sets? Hmm? Q plus, G plus, R plus. What is the difference? Anybody?
R is all positive real numbers.
I know the definition, but there is a difference. How about this? If I write x belongs to Q plus and x greater than 0, and if I write x belongs to G plus and x greater than 0, and if I write belongs to R plus and x greater than 0, these three things has a difference. What is the difference? See, if x belongs to G plus and x greater than 0, তাহলে definitely I can write x greater or equal to 1. Am I right?
Yes.
Can you write greater or equal to here as well?
No.
Is it possible? No. How about this? Can you write here greater or equal?
No.
Why not?
Because these are all real numbers, and real numbers can be in decimals,
Yes,
0.01.
the problem is, see the line. Whenever you're talking about G plus, this is discrete. 1, 2, 3. So if you are greater than something, this one or this one, you have to start with the next discrete point. Am I right? They are
Yes.
discrete. G plus is discrete. But Q plus, Q plus, Q plus is not discrete. Between any 2 points, there are infinite number of Q plus points. So you can never say that this is the last point or this is the first point. You cannot say like this. The same way, R plus. Between any 2 points, there are infinite R plus. So you cannot say if it is greater than this is the start point or that is the end point. You cannot say like this. So that's why G plus is special. And that is the gist of the well ordering principle. So what is the well ordering principle says? Definition? Any subset of G plus has a smallest value. Any subset of G plus has a smallest value. So this is the gist of the well ordered principle. So let's take a subset of G plus. Let's say 1, 5, 7, which is a subset of G plus, and it has a millage value. What is that? Mean equal to 1. So this is called well ordered principle. And it is so intuitive, we do not need to prove anything here. That's why it is called principle. We do not need to prove this. All right. All right. Now we are going to prove the mathematical induction. Proof of mathematical induction as a valid proof technique. So let's first define definition. So the first step of mathematical induction, that is means step one. Step one is called base case. Base case. Base case. So what is the base case? For some n say 1. So let's assume we are trying to prove S M. is true. We are trying to prove Sm is true. So step 1, base case. For some n, say 1, n equal to 1, S1 is true. Okay? For some n, say n equal to 1, n belongs to G plus. S1 is true. So we can start from any finite point of G plus. So we can start from any finite point of G plus. In this case, what is the start point? What is the start point of our journey? Tell me. Come on, guys. In this case, what is our start point? Huh? Come on, guys. What are you doing? What are they doing actually?
Sir, one.
One. এত সময় লাগলো। Now, step 2. For this is called inductive hypothesis. For some k belongs to G plus, we assume Sk is true. Step 3. Induction step. If S1 and some k Sk implies Sk plus 1, then all M belongs to G plus Sm is okay. So this is the final step.
Sir, all n
বুঝি না কথা জোরে।
sir, all n belongs to Z plus. M টা কোথা থেকে আসে?
এমটা আসলো কোথা থেকে?
জি স্যার।
প্রশ্ন বুঝি নাই।
M টা কোথা থেকে আসলে? M হঠাৎ করে M কোথা থেকে আসলো?
এম কোথা থেকে আসলো? আচ্ছা এই যে মানে
আমি একটু আগে ডিসকানেক্টেড হয়ে গেছিলাম তাই আর কি।
trying to prove Sm is true.
আচ্ছা।
We are trying to prove all M belongs to G plus Sm is true. We are trying to prove all M belongs to G plus Sm is true. So at first we start from our journey from a start case. In our case, we start from 1, n equal to 1. Then actually, for inductive hypothesis, we consider a value k which belongs to G plus, we assume Sk is true. Then S1 and considering this one true, we prove it is also true for Sk plus 1. Then actually it prove for all M G plus Sm is true. It is like this. It is like a domino effect. It's like a domino effect. Okay, like a domino effect. So we prove for S1, then actually we prove from some arbitrary value Sk. Using this one, we have proved for Sk plus 1. Then what happened? We say actually this effect is continuous for infinite for all m belongs to G. How this could be possible? S1 is true. And if Sk is true, Sk plus 1 is true. So using S1, we can prove S2. Now using S2, we can prove S3. This way it will continue forever. So this way we can prove for all m belongs to G plus it is true. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the domain effect. Nothing special. Okay. Okay, so if you understand this one, how can you prove that mathematical induction is the correct valid proof technique? So let's say this one. Proof of validity of assume. So we know that assume number one, S1 is true. Number two, Sk is true. Number three, S1 and Sk implies Sk plus 1 is true. So according to definition, this is true. Now we are going to prove mathematical induction is a valid proof technique by negation. Assume assume mathematical induction is not a valid proof technique. That means it means for all m belongs to G plus Sm is not true. Assume also assume T is the first value. T is the first value for which St is false. And F is the set of all values for which S is false. By well ordering principle if f has a minimum value and that is T. Now definitely S t minus 1 is true because t is the least value. True, and t is greater than 1 because S1 is true. But according to 3, ST minus 1, S1 and ST minus 1 implies ST. Hence, T cannot be minimum value. Fallacies, fallacy. So F equal to 5. So, did you understand the proof technique? Yes, no?
ও স্যার বুঝিনি
হ্যাঁ?
আমি আমি বুঝিনি আমার মানে অনেকখানি প্যাচ লেগে গেছে আমি বুঝতেছি না
কোন জায়গায় বুঝেন নাই যদি বলেন চেষ্টা করতে পারেন।
স্যার এই যে f f is the set of all values for which s is false এখান থেকে
Yes. So definitely there is some set for which the statement is not true. If the statement is true for all statements, then we are actually done with mathematical induction. So we assume the negation. There are some values for which it is not true. Okay. এখন f is এখন this set f is a subset of q plus because we are going the process on g plus. So according, so you can also write this. F subset of G plus is the set for all values for which S is false. By overloading principle, as F is a subset of G plus, F has a minimum value. And what is the minimum value? T. Now, if T is the minimum value, definitely ST minus 1, the statement is true because T is the minimum value. But we know that S1 and ST minus 1 implies ST by the process of mathematical induction. So ST cannot be false. So ST is true. That means F becomes 5 because of the fallacy. Did you get it? Okay, আমরা কতগুলো অঙ্ক করব. So let's try. Let's try to prove this one.
লাস্টে f not equals to 5 কেন
Oh, sorry, F not equals to 5 না. ভুল লিখেছি. F equal to 5. F equal to 5. Not equal to 5. F equal to 5. That means there is no numbers inside the F for which actually it is false. F equal to 5. Thank you. F equal to 5.
আচ্ছা t can't be minimum এটা আমরা কিভাবে বললাম মানে s1
কারণ T minimum হলে ST must be false. But actually we have seen ST actually true. So there is some problem. Fallacy. These are called fallacy. And what is the reason behind fallacy? Because we consider T is the minimum value. But T is not the minimum value.
ও আচ্ছা if t was the minimum value তাহলে এটা আরো বড় হতো
আচ্ছা এবার আসেন, let's try some problems. So how can I prove this? How can I prove this? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot dot n is equal to n star n plus 1 divided by 2. What is the step 1? Base case. What is the best case? What is the best case? M equal to 1. Let's say M equal to 1. It is our best case. For M equal to 1, what is left hand side? For M equal to 1, what is the left hand side?
1.
Just only one term. So it is means one term. It is means sum of first two terms. It means sum of three terms. N equal to this means sum of, so this to this means sum of first n terms. M equal to 1 means left hand side, we should take only one terms. So 1. And what is right hand side? 2 star 2 plus 1 divided by, sorry, 1 star 1 plus 1 divided by 2, which is nothing but 1. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Base case is done. Ever step 2. Inductive hypothesis. So for m equal to k, we consider it is true. For m equal to k, what is the left hand side? What is the left hand side?
স্যার n এর জায়গায় কে হবে শুধু?
Assume করলাম. We are assuming for m equal to k, what is the left hand side?
K.
আপনার যদি এটাকে n ধরে মজা পান, if you like to consider this on n, that would be also fine. m equal to 1 এর জন্য আমি প্রমাণ করলাম এটা। m equal to k এর জন্য লেফট হ্যান্ড সাইড কি হবে?
K.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus
1
equal
plus up to
dot
Good.
plus k.
and what would be the right hand side?
K into k plus 1 by 2.
K into k plus 1 divided by 2. So this is the step 2. Now we have to prove the statement for m equal to k plus 1. So how can you prove that? That means you have to prove what? Means prove what? Left hand side is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k plus k plus 1 is equal to k plus 1 star k plus 2 divided by 2. We have to prove this one. We have to prove this one using step 1 and step 2. Using step 1 and step 2. So how can you prove this? From step 2, what do you get?
1 plus 2 plus up to k, it is equals to.
From step 2, what do you get?
স্যার আমরা
One.
যদি k plus 1 কে হচ্ছে রাইট হ্যান্ড সাইডে নেই দেন আমাদের কেটে যায়।
Okay, good. এটাই করছি। From step 2, we know k is equal to k star k plus 1 divided by 2. If we add both sides k plus 1, what do we get?
স্যার আগেটাই তো পাচ্ছি।
সেটা একটু মাসাজ করে বের করতে হবে। k plus 1 divided by 2 plus k plus 1. We get this. Am I right? Now what? Take 2 as a common denominator. What do we get? K star k plus 1 plus 2 k plus 1. Now if we take common k plus 1, what do we get? K plus 1 star k plus 2. So we get this. So we are done. Happy? Oh, sorry. What do you have said? Should be happy. Then, what is the catch? For all n belongs to G plus 1 plus 2 plus dot 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 n is nothing but n star n plus 1. So we have to. Isn't it easy?
Yes, sir.
Uh, should I do another one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mathematical induction is the most easiest topic. Very easy. N into n plus 1, twice n plus 1 divided by 6. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus dot 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 n square is nothing but n into n plus 1, twice n plus 1 divided by 6. কিভাবে প্রুভ করা যায়? So let's try step 1. Base case. If you are not comfortable with m, let's consider this one as n. N equal to 1, what is the left hand side? What is the left hand side?
1 plus 2 plus 3.
1 square.
1 square. Wait, ও এগুলা কি বলছিল 1 plus 2 plus? কেন 1 plus 2
মানে
plus?
হচ্ছে রাইট হ্যান্ড সাইড আর লেফট হ্যান্ড সাইড উল্টা পাল্টা করে ফেলতেছি।
Then, what is this?
1 into 2 into 3 divided by 6 equals to 1. LHS equal to RHS 2.
Right answer. So, for n equal to, we are done. Step 2.
স্যার এখানে n টা কি আমার মানে নাম্বার অফ টার্মস না?
হ্যাঁ, number of terms.
আচ্ছা তাহলে এটাকে তো ডিফারেন্ট লেটার ধরলেই হয়।
সমস্যা নাই, আপনি এগুলো ইট ডাজ নট ম্যাটার। এটা m ধরতে পারেন, n ধরতে পারেন, ডাজ নট ম্যাটার। ওকে, it does not matter. Then, inductive hypothesis. N equal to k, we assume it is true. Then LHS equal to what? 1 square first term, 2 square second term, up to k square, the kth term, is equal to k plus 1, twice k plus 1 divided by 6, equal to RHS. Alright? So this is the inductive hypothesis. Now, finally, our step 3. What is the step 3?
n equal k.
Step, inductive step. So, what is the inductive step? Based on this base case and inductive hypothesis, We need to prove what? We need to prove what? 1 square plus 2 square dot 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 k square plus k plus 1 square is equal to what? K plus 1,
into k
k
plus
plus 2, then
2 into k plus 1 plus 1.
twice k plus 2, twice k plus 3 divided by 6. We have to prove this. Now, from step 2, we know 1 square plus 2 square dot 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 k square is equal to what? K plus 1 twice k plus 1 divided by 6. If we add k plus 1 whole square in both sides, what do we get? Now take common denominator. Then take k plus 1 common. Then uh, factor out this twice k square plus k is 6k, 7k plus 6. Now factor again. If we factor this, what do we get? We can write it like this. K plus 1, 2k square, 6k plus k plus
স্যার ওটা বেশি উপরে উঠে গেছে।
k plus 1 12k. So আমার ফ্যাক্টরটা ঠিক মতো হয়নি। 12k কে কিভাবে লেখা যায়? ফ্যাক্টর করা। 12 is equal to what? Okay. So 4k plus 3k. এটাকে ফ্যাক্টর। K plus 1, 2k square. You know how to factor out. You know the formula, right? 2k square 2k square 4k plus 3k plus 6. 6. So it is nothing but k plus 1. Take common. Here 2k. Take common here 2k. It is nothing but k plus 2. Take common here 3. It is nothing but k plus 2 divided by 6, which is nothing but k plus 1, k plus 2, twice k plus 3 equal to 6. We are done with the formula. So for all n belongs to G plus, we proved 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, dot 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 n square into n star n plus 1 plus n plus 1. So this is the case. Do you have any question? You can ask me. Yes. No. All right. Should I do another problem?
স্যার আরেকটা করলে হয়তো আরেকটু প্র্যাকটিস হয়ে যাবে ভালো হবে।
আচ্ছা, প্র্যাকটিস হয়ে যাবে। গুড। তাহলে এটা করি। আচ্ছা, আমরা একটা জিনিস শিখি আরেকটা জিনিস। সেটা হচ্ছে সিগমা নোটেশন। সিগমা অর সামেশন নোটেশন। এই জিনিসটাকে শিখে নেই। 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot 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 n, এটাকে আমরা কিভাবে লিখতে পারি? যে কোনো জেনারেল টার্মকে যদি আই ধরি তাহলে কি আমি এটা লিখতে পারি সামেশন অফ আই গোস ফ্রম 1 to n? ইজ দেয়ার এনি প্রবলেম?
নো।
So it means i's value starts from 1, then plus with I becomes 2, plus with I becomes 3, so on up to continue to n. The same thing. No problem? আচ্ছা, এখন আমি যদি এটা লিখি 1 স্কয়ার প্লাস 2 স্কয়ার ডট 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 n স্কয়ার, এটাকে কিভাবে সাম দিয়ে লেখা যায়?
সাম I
square I starts from 1 to n.
1 to n.
Because each term is, any general term is square of, each general term is square actually. So if I becomes 1, it is nothing but 1 square. When I becomes 2, it is nothing but 2 square. This have to continue up to n term. So n is square. That's the case. Acha, how about this? 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus dot 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 twice n plus 1. How can I write using summation? This is the summation of all the odd numbers. Huh?
I plus 2.
2i minus 1.
2i minus 1 দেওয়ার দরকার কি? এটাই দেই 2i plus 1 summation of I equal to 0 to n. এটা একটা হতে পারে অথবা আপনারটা হতে পারে twice I minus 1 summation of I equal to 1 to what? n plus 1. ঠিক আছে? সো দুটেই দেওয়া যায়। যেটা আপনার পছন্দ।
n plus 1 কেন?
কারণ লাস্ট টার্মটা twice n plus 1।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা 2n plus 1.
আপনি যদি I equal to এখানে n বসান তাহলে আপনি পাবেন এর আগেরটা twice n minus 1. So you need to go further. But এই কেসে সমস্যা নেই। So you have to adjust this. So try to prove this. Let's try to prove it.
স্যার অনেক ব্লারি হয়ে গেছে, একটু ওয়েট করেন।
ঠিক আছে।
স্যার আমাদের নেক্সট সিটি কখন?
Next week second class they have already fixed. Syllabus কি ইন্ডাকশনটা কি should I include?
No sir,
induction should not.
এটা থাকুক।
Okay.
আর স্যার আপনি কি আমাদেরকে আরো অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দিবেন?
হ্যাঁ দিব, একটা ফাইনাল অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট তো আসবেই, আর যদি
Sir.
চান হোমওয়ার্কও দিতে পারি।
স্যার অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট যদি দেন তাহলে লাইক লাস্ট টাইম যেটা হয়েছিল অনেকগুলো
হ্যাঁ।
প্রবলেম একসাথে করতে অনেক টাইম লেগেছে, মানে
জি
আপনি যদি এই চ্যাপ্টারটা করালেন, এই চ্যাপ্টারের অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দিয়ে দিলেন, এরপর অন্যটা লাইক
আচ্ছা, আমি আরো কম সংখ্যা, ওটার জন্য তো হোমওয়ার্ক আছে। ওই যে আমাদের হাবিব বিন মুজাফফর স্যারের একটা তো বিশাল বড় প্রবলেম সেট আছে ওখান থেকে why don't you practice? You can
আচ্ছা,
practice from there.
না
So no
স্যার,
problem.
প্র্যাকটিসের কথা না, মানে ওই যে অ্যাসাইনমেন্টে আর কি লাস্ট টাইম এতগুলো ছিল, লাস্ট
ওকে,
টাইম
আমি ফাইনাল অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট মডারেট দিব।
ওকে স্যার।
হার্ডলি 10টার বেশি অঙ্ক দিব না।
আচ্ছা স্যার।
কারণ আমরা জানি যে এই অ্যাসাইনমেন্টটা না দিলে আপনারা কোনো কিছু করবেন না। এই অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের কারণে আপনাদের পরীক্ষাটা ভালো হয়, শেষে একটা চাপ দিতে হয় অলওয়েজ। দ্যাট ইজ দ্য ট্রিক্স অফ দ্য টিচার্স। So because of that assignment, you people getting prepared. If I don't give a thorough assignment, you will do nothing maximum. So that is the tricks of mine. But if you really want to do some practice problem, definitely there is Habibin Muzaffar sir's problem set. You can solve the problems from there. There are a lot of problems there, right?
স্যার
Yes.
স্যার তাহলে সিলেবাসটা কি
Okay.
সিটির জন্য?
Permutation, combination, and distribution.
ওকে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Permutation, combination, and distribution. Okay. So let's start. So how about this? 1 plus 3 plus 5 dot 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 twice n minus 1. Do you know the formula? What is this? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
No, sir.
No, sir? This is nothing but n square. This is nothing but n square. Where n is the number of terms in the series. So it is nothing but 1, 3, 5 dot 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 twice n minus 1 is nothing but summation of twice n minus 1 I starts from 1 to n. This is the same. How can I prove this? How can I prove this? So using induction, we are going to prove. Step 1. Step 1 is base case. N equal to 1, left hand side is 1, right hand side is 1 square equal to 1, right hand side. So base case is done. Step 2. What is the step 2? Inductive hypothesis. Assume for n equal to k 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus dot 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 twice k minus 1 is equal to k square. This is the inductive hypothesis. Step 3.
স্যার এখানে যদি আমি মানে ডিরেক্ট এইখানে ইয়াটা লিখি, সিগমা নোটেশনটা ইউজ করি, প্রবলেম হবে?
হ্যাঁ, করতে পারেন। আমি এটা করছি না, সিগমাটা ব্যবহার করছি না। ইউ ক্যান ইউজ দ্য সিগমা, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি, সেম থিং আপনার। স্টেপ 3, inductive. We have to prove 1 plus 3 plus 5 dot 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 twice k plus 1 minus 1 is equal to nothing but k plus 1 is. We have to prove 1 plus 3 plus 5 dot 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 twice k plus 1, it is nothing but k plus 1 whole square. We have to prove this.
স্যার
From-
এইটাকে যদি আমি সিগমা নোটেশন দিয়ে লিখি তাহলে ওইটা কি এরকম হবে? 2i minus 1 from I equal to 1 to k plus 2k plus 1.
এটা ওইভাবে লেখার দরকারই নেই, এটাকে এইভাবে লিখতে পারেন। summation of twice I minus 1 I equal to 1 to k plus 1. Just এইভাবে লেখা দেওয়া যায়।
আচ্ছা এভাবে লিখলে হবে।
হ্যাঁ এইভাবে লিখলে হবে। k plus 1 বসালেই তো লাস্ট টার্মটা এটা আসে।
না আমি আমি ভাবছিলাম যে মানে কে প্লাস ওয়ানটা আলাদা অ্যাড মানে 2k প্লাস ওয়ানটা আলাদা অ্যাড
হ্যাঁ সেটাও লিখতে পারেন। It is nothing but summation of twice I minus 1 I equal to 1 to k plus twice k plus 1. We use this trick to prove using mathematical induction, right? We are going to apply this trick now. We are going to apply this trick, right? So we are applying this trick now. Yes, you are right. So from step 2, you know, from step 2, we know that 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus then twice k minus 1 is nothing but k square. We know this. Nothing but k square. Now if we add both sides, twice k plus 1. What do you get? K square plus twice k plus 1. It is nothing but k plus 1 whole square. So we are done. Good. আচ্ছা এবার একটু অন্য ধরনের প্রবলেমে যাই, লাস্ট প্রবলেম অফ টুডে। Prove that n square minus 7 greater than twice n plus 5 for n greater than n square minus 7 is greater than for n greater or equal to 5. So how can you prove this? Prove that n square minus 7 is greater than twice n plus 5 for n greater or equal to 5. And n is integer. Let's see. So how can I prove that? N equal to 4. See. For n equal to 4, n square minus 7 is nothing but 4 square minus 7, which is nothing but 16 minus 7, which is nothing but 9. And twice n plus 5 is nothing but 2 square 4 plus 5. It is nothing but 8 plus 5 equal to 13. So n equal to 4, it is not clear. Now n equal to 5, what is the value?
স্যার
24 minus 7, which is nothing but 18. And this one is nothing but 10 plus 5 equal to 15. So n equal to 5, it is true. But you have to prove for all the values greater or
Sir.
equal to 5. So we can use mathematical induction. So how can you prove?
স্যার এখানে আপনি যেমন দুই সাইড ধরে করলেন, আমি দুই সাইড না ধরে ইকুয়েশনটাকে যদি n স্কয়ার মাইনাস 2n
Greater than 0. Yes, possible. Very possible. এটাকে এই সাইডে নিয়ে অলওয়েজ গ্রেটার দ্যান 0 প্রুভ করাটাও পসিবল, একই জিনিসই। It is also possible. আমি ইনফ্যাক্ট ওই কাজটাই হয়তো করব, কিন্তু কিভাবে বলো? How can I prove this?
বেস কেস আমি ধরবো n ইকুয়ালস টু 5।
Yes, so base case n equal to 5, then n
equal to-
square, we have already shown n square minus 7 greater than twice n plus 5. Then this is the step 1. Step 2 would be what? Inductive hypothesis. Hypothesis হবে n equal to m or k square minus 7 greater than twice k plus 5. Number 3,
n equal to k
inductive
plus
step. So we have to prove what?
n equal to k plus 1
K plus 1 whole square minus 7 greater than twice k plus
k
1
plus 1 plus
plus
5.
5. আচ্ছা এখান থেকে আসি k স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 7 গ্রেটার দেন টয়েস কে প্লাস 5. এখন আমি এটাকে k প্লাস 1 বানাবো কিভাবে? আই হ্যাভ টু অ্যাড টয়েস কে প্লাস 1. তো অ্যাড টয়েস কে প্লাস 1. k স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 7
স্যার
প্লাস টয়েস
একটু উপরে উঠাবেন।
অল পৃষ্ঠে চলবে। So from previous step we know that we have to prove k plus 1 whole square minus 7 greater than twice k plus 1 plus 5. Okay. Now we know that k square minus 7 is greater than twice k plus 5. Now how can I make this k square to k plus 1 whole square? K square minus 7 plus we can add twice k plus 1. So in this case also twice k 5 plus twice k plus 1. Now what do we get? This becomes k plus 1 whole square minus 7 greater than what is this? This is nothing but 4k plus 6. Definitely that is greater than twice k plus 7. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes.
4k plus 6 is twice k plus 7 greater than. Okay. So if it is greater than, then what happens? We can write it like this. Twice k plus 7 can be written like this. Twice k plus 2 plus 5, which is nothing but twice k plus 1 plus 5. কারণ এখানে because k is greater than 5, greater or equal to 5. That's why it is always true. All right, so we are done. Proved. Do you have any question? You can ask me. No question? So let's
No
take
question.
that one. Let's.
স্যার পারমুটেশন কম্বিনেশন এন্ড ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন যেটা ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন তো বেসিক্যালি বাইনোমিয়াল এক্সপানশন তাই না?
Distribution binomial expansion. Combination is closely related with binomial distribution. You are wrong actually.
স্যার লাস্ট দিন আমরা কোনটা করলাম? লাস্ট দিন
আমরা করেছি distribution. We did distribution. Distribution is different, but combination is closely related with binomial distribution.
না স্যার বাইনোমিয়াল ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন বাইনোমিয়াল এক্সপানশনের কথা বলছি।
And binomial expansion, yes. Distribution does not have any relation with binomial expansion.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, 4k plus 6 greater than 2k plus 7 এই পার্টটা বুঝিনি।
4k plus 6 is greater than twice k plus 7.
হ্যাঁ স্যার, এটা বুঝিনি।
দেখেন k যখন greater equal to 5 হয় তখন অবশ্যই 4k plus 6 greater than twice k plus 7 হয়। Why don't you understand? 4k plus 6 কে এভাবে লেখা যায় twice k
আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝছি।
twice k see twice k plus 6 plus twice k তাহলে twice k যখন k greater equal to 5 twice k must be greater than 2, right?
Yes sir.
এটাকে গ্রেটার দেন টয়েস কে গ্রেটার দেন 2 ধরেন তাহলে পুরো জিনিসটা হয়ে যায় কত টয়েস কে প্লাস 8 ইট ইজ গ্রেটার দেন ইট ইজ ইকুয়াল টু দিস ইট ইজ গ্রেটার দেন দিস am I right তাহলে টয়েস কে প্লাস 8 definitely greater than টয়েস কে প্লাস 7 is it clear
Yes, sir.
so that is the thing I'm simplifying I simplify so please remember you are wrong distribution is not directly related with binomial theorem but combination is directly related with binomial theorem okay any more question